Jay here. I'm here to bring you a review on My Hero Academia Episode 8 English Dub. Okay, what mainly happened in this episode is, at the beginning, it showed, All Might announcing that the heroes won and, Deku's team won. Then it showed Deku, since he used Detroit Smash, one of All Might's techniques or slash powers, and he has no control of the quirk yet, it fucked up his entire body because he blocked Bakugo's attack in the last episode and he used Detroit Smash, just not on Bakugo but pointing up. But since he did that, it thrashed his body. He was just entirely fucked up. So before he passed out, he was telling Bakugo that he didn't want to use it on him, that he had no choice. So and then it showed Deku passing out, and then All Might, he called some robots to come pick Deku's body up and take him to the nurse. Then it moved on to All Might telling them that the one that really won the challenge, or technically won, is fucking Tenya, or Ida, I think that was his name, because Deku caused destruction using Detroit Smash, and Bakugo used that one blast out of revenge toward fucking Deku, and Achako, she did something wrong with her technique. So Tenya didn't do nothing because he was just protecting the nuke, the thing to win the challenge. So technically he won. So moving on after that, all the other students start doing the same challenge, and it starts showing some weird ass students with weird ass powers. It showed some weird dude that had ice powers that just fucking did the challenge with ease, won the challenge with ease, easy for him, because he had ice powers and he had heat powers. He was weird. He was half ice, and I'm guessing the other side of his body was, half heat. And then it was showing just bizarre fucking, students that had weird ass quirks. It also showed some weird ass dude that had a bunch of fucking arms, but they're attached, webbed arms, and you see at the end of the arms a mouth. It was fucking weird as fuck. So going to Bakugo real quick, Bakugo is still in shock because Deku read his moves, and he's just in shock because if they were really fighting, he believes that Deku would have won. So he's just in total shock. So while the other students were doing the challenges, he was watching on screen them doing the challenge with ease, and he was just realizing the things he was doing wrong. There was even a girl named Momo, and that was part of the class, that she was stating out what he did wrong, and what he did wrong is doing that one blast without no sympathy of what's going on around him. All he was focused on is fighting fucking Deku, and that was his mistake, and that girl Momo pointed that out. So once everybody was done with the challenge, everybody was done with the same challenge where you gotta capture the nuke to win, All Might said good job to the whole class, and then he just jetted off to the elevator. So once he got to the elevator, he started panting and I guess running out of time, because he has a time limit to where he can be the buff All Might. So he switched down to the skinny All Might, and he was just breathing hard, saying it's hard for him to even teach a class because he can't have them find out that he's the skinny All Might. So All Might goes to see Deku inside the nurse's office, and the nurse is talking to All Might because I'm guessing she knows that the skinny All Might is All Might, so she knows his secret. And she was talking loud, and All Might was getting, like cautious, telling her like to, be quiet, because she is the only one that knows his secret besides the principal, Deku, and I forgot, he said someone else, but yeah, those are the only ones who know. So then the nurse was like, wouldn't it be would it be that bad not to be the symbol of peace? And All Might was like, no, I have to be the symbol of peace, because if everybody knew my secret of the quirk that I have, then it would cause like catastrophic, like everywhere. Like it would just, everyone would go crazy. I'm guessing that's what All Might says. So then it moves on, and Deku finally wakes up. And when he wakes up, the nurse scares the fuck out of him, and he walks to class thinking that, because he missed a whole day because he was passed out. So he's walking back to class thinking he's gonna get strangled by that one teacher. I forgot his name. I have to learn his name. But he's thinking he's gonna get in trouble when he walking back to class. When he gets back to class, he gets greeted by all his other students. And when they greet him, he's in total shock, like, because they're like treating him like he did like something good, like they want to be his friend. They start introducing themselves. They start like, wanting to be his friends, because I'm guessing they saw what he did inside the challenge. So that kind of I don't know, impressed them to enough to to be his friend. It's weird, but they're like, praising him. So Deku, he looked at Bakugo's desk, and he asked Ochako like, where'd Bakugo? And then she said, you just missed him. So Deku ran downstairs to go catch Bakugo, and when he catches Bakugo, he tells Bakugo that he didn't trick him this whole time, that someone gave him a quirk, and that he can't tell him who gave him the quirk, but he just wants him to know that he didn't trick him, and when he gets control of the quirk he has, that he's gonna beat Bakugo. So when Bakugo hears that, he just says that's bullshit, that someone gave you the quirk, that he doesn't believe that someone gave Deku the quirk. So then, he rages off, saying that he's gonna beat Deku one day, and then he just walks off. So then out of nowhere, All Might comes and tries to grab and give fucking Bakugo a speech, but then Bakugo tells All Might to let go, that he doesn't care, and then he just walks off. So then All Might tells Deku if he told Bakugo anything before he showed up, and Deku said no. Like, he started being nervous, saying no, even though he told Bakugo that someone gave him his quirk. After that, the episode ended. So this episode was cool. I mean, it wasn't like the other episode, like nothing actually happened, but the previous episode, this was just the aftermath of the previous episode of Bakugo and Deku's fight. But this episode was just cool. It was just mostly like an explaining episode, an episode where fucking Deku's just trying to explain to Bakugo that he didn't try to trick him. So this episode was cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what more happens in this series, and I'm just gonna review it until I catch up on Adult Swim. So I'm Jay, and this is my review on My Hero Academia Episode 8, English dub. Thank you for watching.